Hello folks, Desperado Van Adventures back again with another video. Hope you're all keeping well. Now this time we're in Skerries, County Dublin. I stopped here on the way to Dublin because I was getting the ferry to Holyhead. I stopped here and I stopped in Malahide, which is another nice little spot. So here we go with this one anyway. As you can see, a beautiful beach. And you're looking out towards, I think it's 5 islands, 5 very small islands. Beautiful part of the country. And then this is looking up towards the end of the peninsula. Now the end of the peninsula is called Red Island because it used to be an island. I don't know the history of it, but it's no longer an island. You can drive up there's a car park, but you can't take your van, it's only 2 meters. Not unless you're in a small van. Yeah, that's the beach again. A couple of ladies having a nice walk along it. That's a Martello Tower on that island. There's one there and there's one up on the peninsula, Red Island. And that's the names of the islands and a little bit of more information at the end there. Now this is a stopover I stayed at. There is a sign and it says free parking, so you're safe as a row of houses there, and you can park in other places along the road as well, but there's some places you can't, so just be careful where you park. And this is a little bathing area, about 5 minutes walk from the stopover. And then you have Rockabill lighthouse on one of the other islands. Now this is the north side of the peninsula, and you can make your way up to the harbour from here. The way we are going, the running man there, he's going to turn to the right. We go straight on and it's a dead end, but there is a little entry that takes you up onto the road. But this is a good way if you want to go to the north side beach. That's the beach just over the wall. So as I say, we're going up to the harbour. I'll show you around the harbour and then up to Red Island, the end of the peninsula. And we'll have a look around there. So I didn't film the little entry there, but it takes you up onto the road where the running man was going, and this is it here. There's some pretty little streets and cottages as you make your way up, and this is the cormorant, the bird praying to God for fish. Apparently the oceans are losing the fish, probably climate change once again. So we just passed a fork in the road. If you turn right at the fork, it'll take you round to where the park ups are. If you go straight on, it'll take you up this road to the harbour and on to the to Red Island, the end of the peninsula. But you'll not be able to go there in your van if it's over 2 meters. Now there's 2 pubs up here on the right hand side, and they've been pretty busy. So they must be serving up some nice food in there. Now this is the harbour on the left, the safest harbour in Ireland. The guards are sitting at it. Couldn't get any safer. And there's Skerries Harbour, a bit of information on it there if you want to pause the video and have a read. I did keep it on for a right wee while there so you could read it, so you mightn't have to pause. Now look at this lovely little spot, ice cream shop. I think it sells other things as well. I just passed it in the bike, I'm not sure what to sell. And there's a place to float your boat. Now if you go up to this arch here, there's a pole in here, like a totem pole, and there's steps on it. You can actually climb up it. The kids would really love it. It's actually a memorial to the unfortunate people who lost their lives around the Skerries area in the sea. So you can have a read there. Thomas Sackley, only 23-year-old, and that seems to be a fishing boat there, all the names of the crew. There must be about 100 different plaques surrounding that pole. So that's the barrier you've seen there, 2 meters. So it's only really cars and small vans look in here. That's a kids' play park. Keep them busy for a while in there. Nice wee play park. And there, the Martello Tower. That's the Martello Tower on Red Island. And then, as you know, as I told you, there's one out on one of the islands that you can see from the beach. So I have a wee plaque here, you can read a bit about it. Apparently they were built for defence against Napoleon. They're all over the country. There's one up in the North Ireland too, in McGilligan. If you check out the other videos, you can go and have a look. I don't know how many there is in Ireland, but I would say there's quite a few. So this is us on Red Island here, more or less at the very tip, the very end of it. And we're more or less heading back now to the stopover. Plenty of seating and lovely views out to the islands. It's a real nice little spot, the Skerries. That's the Martello Tower. We just passed up the right hand side of there and we're coming back down again here. Now there's an artwork trail here, and this is one of the artworks, and it's a railing, an artwork railing. It's just on this wall here on the right hand side. And that's it there. Do you ever see anything as strange in all your life? But there's a few things around the Skerries have been produced by artists and have displayed them in various places around the town. Then we arrive at this place. There's a little plaque on the wall. It's telling you that it's the warmest place of the South Strand, and there was a bathing booth here in the 1900s. So there you are. If you're feeling nippy down on the beach, you can walk up there and stand there for 10 minutes. Get a bit of heat back into your body. So here we are walking down to the stopover, where I'm stopped anyway. As I said, you can park other places on the road, but just be careful, some places you can't. I think this is actually a curragh, a traditional Irish boat. It looks very like it. Well, here we are at the stopover, the little part of the street where it says free parking. And what we're going to do now, we're going to go down onto the road, turn right and go up into the town. And that's the stopover on the right. So we're going to go up here. Now there's a road to the right there, that'll take you up to the harbour. That's where I come up in the bike. So we're going to turn left here now, and this will take us onto the main street. There is other streets with shops and stuff on it up to the right. There's a good chippy on the left hand side there just before this roundabout. When you're riding the bike, you never know who steps out in front of you. Whoops! See what I mean? That is the problem with the bicycle. Nobody hears you coming. A car, you can hear the engine coming. So as I said, this is the main street, but there are other streets up to the right. There's a lot of entries going down to the left there. It'll take you down onto that coast road where we're parked up. Also up to the right, there's Windmills. There's a mill building and I think there's 2 windmills. I went up just to get a few photographs, and they were charging €11, sorry, to get into it, so I didn't bother. Miserable me didn't bother. Because I only wanted a couple of photographs, and that's the windmill there. Skerries Mills windmill. Pretty nice. So we head on up the street, and there's a road to the left here. Takes you onto the coast road where we're parked. It's just on the left. This is us heading down the road. The beach is on the right hand side, and there's toilets on the right hand side as well, and there's a grocery shop. And if you go into the grocery shop, you can walk right through to the main street that we were on there. When I arrived, I parked on the left, and then I noticed there was parking meters, so I'm almost certain you have to pay if you're parked on the left hand side. The other side, there is places you can't park, and there's places you can park. As I said, just shuts the place out. I ended up driving right down the street, and then I seen the sign that said free parking, so that's where I parked for 3 nights, no problems. Well, that's it. I hope you enjoyed the video. There's the recycling bins. If you liked the video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up, because it does help the rating on YouTube. Bye for now.